Obviously, our board members had some lengthy discussion, as you all heard this morning, and what we believe is we're good to go through the football playoffs because we provide credentials on an annual basis, and then we have those opportunities for media to be able to request credentials to get into single events. And so the what was passed today, those who have their credentials already for the year, there will be no change for them. That credential is still good to go. Any new credentialing that occurs between, I guess by the time we get to the end of January and our next series of championships, we would be asking those those small media outlets, perhaps where they do not have any background checks, that we would be asking them to undertake a background check if they want to cover one of our events. Those outlets such as the Charlotte Observer or the Asheville Citizen, where they issue credentials, many of them have their own background checks, or they have their own standards by which they have people work for them. Those entities probably won't have those major issues. It will be those perhaps standalone, what I'll call, and this is not meant in a disrespectful manner, but maybe your more pop-up type media outlets that will need to move forward with that process. But what I can assure you is that as soon as we get back from the Christmas break, we will put in place and sit down and we'll pull together some media folk and ask for some input as we move forward in trying to make this work. We're not trying to say that the media is unimportant. We're not trying to limit their ability to do anything. What we want to ensure is that those people who are in one-on-one settings or in any kind of settings where our student athletes are, find themselves with persons, whether in a group or whether in a one-on-one setting, as I said, we want to make sure that safety is at the forefront. So, we have had a couple of situations, Richard, where we learned after the fact that there was an uncomfortable situation, and then we found out some things that posed some real concerns to our member schools, and it led us to believe that we needed to take this step. And so that's the reason why we have made this decision. And we look forward to working with some of you to help us put the protocols in place and to figure out how we don't turn away those persons who really ought to have access to our student athletes and our coaches.